I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Rightio, let's go on to race number 3, which is over 1,600 meters. They go around the turn over the 1,600 meter trip. The time is 13:55. For the pick 6 players out there, that is the time that you'll need to safely have those pick 6 bets on, so you're not caught out in the dark and left without a ticket. In the meantime, let's have an interview with Alison Wright. She'll tell us a bit more about her charge.
Yeah, Bonnie Star's been a bit disappointing. Her work at home is certainly much better than what she's produced on the poly. So we are going to give her a try on the grass and hope for improvement.
So there you see they're hoping for some improvement from the Alison Wright team. They'll be looking for some improvement there, so maybe a horse to take a second glance at and have a look at in the preliminaries and also on the way down to the start. Now let's put it very, very clear. This show is recorded very early, so a lot can change between the time I'm recording early on Saturday morning and Sunday by the time it comes race time. You can change your selections, and obviously the word on the ground. You keep an eye on the weather patterns. There's a lot of ifs, buts and ands, but when it comes down to the business end of it things, you've got to make your selection, and once they go down to the start, then you can decide what you're going to have a strike on. At first glance, I thought number 4, I've Got Wings, and number 6, Gelsamina, along with number 3, Guten Tag. I thought those are the 3 runners that are going to stand out in this race. And just having a quick look at the betting, number 7, Madam Zaber, is also in the betting there at 28-10. Number 6, Gelsamina, is at a price of 2-1. Let's touch off with number 4, I've Got Wings, who's coming off a decent second to Little Lady. She is having her 21st attempt. She's had 12 runs on the turf, and she has been placed with a 3rd and 2/4 to her credit. And just looking at the field, it is a maiden, so none of them would have a victory. And looking at the field, the value for me could just be number 3, Guten Tag. I liked a little bit of this runner last time out, but something put me off race day. Something just put me off Guten Tag, and I think it was the poly track. I just thought that maybe the poly track wouldn't suit Guten Tag on the day. And at around 6-1, let me make it clear. This is my value selection in the race. Win, lose, or draw. If you go back to the penultimate run, ran on strongly behind Catalea Summer, and earlier on in the career, showed glimpses of some ability. Looking at the field, there's not too much to go with here. So I'm going to say that number 3, Guten Tag, Jason Gates from a good draw. This is value. 6-1 for me. This is the value selection. Number 6, Gelsamina, a second to Sayalita, then ran 3rd behind Little Lady last time out. And once again, you can argue that fact that number 3, Guten Tag, was fairly beaten by Gelsamina. Gelsamina, probably the horse they all got to beat on those last 2 runs. So we are muddling things up here a bit. It's not cut and dried. And this would be a race where I'd wait for them to go down to the start, watch them in the preliminaries, and then you can get a good feel to see what type of space they're in. There's always telltale signs when you look at them in the flesh and in the preliminaries when they go down to the start and in the parade ring. So I think this is one of those races where you wait race time to have a strike, but at this early stage of recording, something tells me number 3, Guten Tag, 6-1, could just be the value, and let's see how this runner goes.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.